87 overall left tackle, not interested in signing. 82 overall left out linebacker, not interested in signing. My only center, 78 overall, not interested in signing. 2 of my top cornerbacks, not interested in signing. 3 of my top cornerbacks, oh my god! They didn't give them enough, they didn't offer enough money. What is my cap room? Oh god,
40.
this ain't good. This isn't good. Big Nibba, you drove us to the ground. My cap room is 46 mil. What are you doing? Oh fucking Christ.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California.
To the game. And you're streaming, that's fine.
I am facing the team I was supposed to be, the New York Jets.
You know what? Fuck, I'm gonna go get something to eat. I'm hungry.
Oh yeah.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Bridgewater for MVP. I don't even think he's top 10. That's a good one. Top 10 in my books. What is this first play?
They go play
He's coming.
action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right.
He caught it.
Attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a
Wow.
catch. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Well, how about that adrenaline? First play of the game,
I'm coming.
and we have a catch that we're going to talk about probably the rest of this game and straight into the highlights.
Right out of the gate. What an effort. And this one complete to
Oh,
Cedric
juked him.
Williams.
Okay, 15 yards.
Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
Oh,
On the
pizza
ground,
though.
This is Jalen Richard. And down to the 36
Richard. So
nice
we're in
run
field
there,
goal
9
range,
yards,
okay.
And it'll be second down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And Cook has it, left side. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points
I don't
scored
like
in
this
the
play,
NFL.
but we're gonna do it.
When they're that high-powered, you got to find a way.
I pressed the
to
wrong
hold them under
person.
20, 'cause to me, that's the
Dang.
magic number. 20-point score.
Okay.
You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're
Ben,
up
what are you
around
doing?
24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And taking it to the 50.
5 for 5 for 50. 50 yards.
They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Okay, I'm not so
The New
great
York
at math,
Jets.
but I just looked over at our statistician Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers?
Man, that's a big dude. Who is that, Cook?
Their timing, so things aren't as precise as they've been so far.
That
in
is
this
not
game.
Cook.
It's a
Who the
gain
heck
of
is
7, and that's going to
Fame?
lead to a third down.
heck
And this will
is
be
that?
play number 8 of the opening drive. It's third and short. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that
10
sets
people
up
who
first
want
and goal now.
pizza.
Here's Bridgewater. He couldn't quite
Dropped
hold it.
it.
Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Touchdown.
And he'll take it into the end zone.
Patriots beat Kansas City. Oh, I haven't been
As his
checking
guys
this.
are, and the Raiders
Do along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team. and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Now Damian Williams to return it. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Started to look like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. In for the score. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Williams to return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. New York set to...
Yeah.
Are you guys playing your games?
Yeah, hold on. Wow, Ben, you're a bitch.
Is that Bell?
Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. Second and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Play fake. Cousins.
Get him.
Blitz coming. Down he goes. Sean Lee. He's the one to get it, and that's sack number 7
Crazy.
on the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
To throw is Cousins. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet.
Denver's
because
winning.
The coverage was way too tight.
Oh
Unable to
no.
find
Let that
anyone
one go.
This will be taken at the 10. Twisting away.
Face guy?
A good return there. 17 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Kind of wish I had Russell Wilson. That'd be kind of cool.
1st down, Bridgewater.
Oh, I saw that coming.
Picked off by Tremaine Johnson.
Well, not really. The dude was kind of facing the other way.
Get the football at the 37-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. It was Reggie Ragland who got him down. And we take a look now at the defense for the Raiders.
I'm just gonna watch Netflix until I have to go.
Oh, snap.
So you can honestly sim, I really don't care. Season's over for me anyway. I mean, honestly, I'm 6, 4, and 1, so honestly, don't skip. We still have a chance, kind of.
I'll just let you play it.
Yeah.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one.
And the first play will be a field goal try. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And Bryant's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back on to the
It's weird. The one time I actually just want to like stay home, like yesterday and like Saturday, I'm like, hey, I'm tired of sitting at home. I'll go do something. Now today is like, you know what? I'll just chill today. They're like, hey, go to the store.
So you gotta go to the store?
Yeah, I'm gonna go in like half an hour. I'm gonna watch episode of The Ranch before I leave.
Brown?
The Ranch. Not Ram Ranch.
Off the play fake.
The Ranch on Netflix. Ugh.
Eluding the pressure right. Going deep here for Bryant. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Bridgewater now. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now it's Brown. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. And there, the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
But what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense. Get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
Back to the air after the INT on the last drive. Flushed out right. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's 2nd down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Connor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's Connor. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. And the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Cousins on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. He'll be dropped at the 30. The shifty move got him a couple extra on the play. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff, but still, a lot of guys to account for.
Quick slant there, gets him the 1st down, 6 yards on the play.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there, keeps the sticks moving.
First down, here's Cousins. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Quincy Anoon with the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. On third down, Cousins. That's caught right side by Anderson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, couldn't take it away.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he possesses high discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
That is caught at the 7. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy that has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
They'll give it to him up the middle. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Ball start, offense.
Not easy being a rookie left tackle in this league, and there they got it for the penalty.
Not easy at all. Think about what you're dealing with every game you play. Ostensibly, the best pass rusher is over you on every snap. I'd be a little jumpy myself.
And the Raiders have got him.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
One thing that really impressed me about Joey Bosa is that he doesn't sacrifice the run game trying to get sacks. This guy really knows how to hold the point of attack, great leverage, and then goes and sheds people and makes plays.
And at 6'5", 270, just a monster.
Absolute monster with a really high motor.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up. No balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that?
on. What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? He's going to fire one deep, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And it turned. As they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A first down throw for Cousins. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
A second down throw for Cousins. Herndon's got it complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Again, it's Cousins, but he's got a noon one. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
Well, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. On second down, Cousins again. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Third and long for Cousins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And Bryant's kick is good. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Score updates.
And they will not get a chance to return this one
Raiders,
as it's through.
16 Jets.
Wait, you said what? 17-0? 17.
They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better.
Jets are winning?
No, I'm winning.
I would agree with that totally.
Deshaun Watson.
I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. We're just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
At have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has
21-14, 5-5-5 left in the third quarter.
Totally.
Wait, Ben, can you unplug your mic real quick?
Make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip
Anybody?
the second level.
It's making like a weird, like, staticky noise.
Give him 12 yards there.
You
The
got it?
Jets have a first.
Still doing it. I don't know.
That one well.
That's
And
on
not
the
only did
screen.
they pick up a nice chunk of yards on the screen, they send a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Now a second down throw for Cousins.
Wait, Jordan, what classes do you have this trimester?
What'd you say?
What classes do you have this trimester?
First period I have government.
Hard to attain.
Second,
That's what they were searching for.
Who do you
As that
government?
pass goes incomplete.
Who do I have? Wirtz. I know, it's gonna be great. And then I have Sickinger. Third period I have Hoffman on. And then fourth period I have nothing.
Oh boy.
And then fifth period I have
either an incompletion or an interception, but not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
fifth period? Econ? Richardson?
And he'll work it across
Oh.
midfield inside the 45.
Yeah, that's gonna be great.
Back-to-back
That
11-yard
sounds like
gains,
fun.
and they've got another first down.
Doesn't that sound like fun, Tyson? Doesn't econ sound like fun?
Fuck up.
And this team is showing no signs of doing that. A lot of the time,
What'd you guys get out of
they
that
come out
class?
after the half, things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy.
B something?
But the
I think
way
B.
to open up throwing the ball
But it's
is to run
the class is worded different from other classes.
So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
I was not paying attention to
Right, not an actual player, no chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Almost 4 points.
Inside the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
To return, it's DeAndre Washington. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Time to take a glance into what we've seen so far from Teddy Bridgewater. And I guess right now as we look at some of his struggles today, the turn next play really applies here. He's got to move on. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Finds Roberts left side. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now it's Connor. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second down, Bridgewater. Roberts with it over the middle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. As his guys are in for 6. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. Now Bridgewater will lead the troops up to go for 2. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And they'll run it here. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Cousins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Cousins. Onunu's got it, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the 2nd half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit, try it that way. Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll get 11, but still a little little short. 4th down.
That was a good explosive run right there, and it brings up an interesting little dilemma, doesn't it? 4th and inches, got to decide what they want to do now. Not sure they expected to be in this situation with what they were facing on 3rd down.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. His hands here in this 3rd quarter. Another drive bogs down, but for the 4th time, they're able to escape with 3 points.
And this last one gives them the lead, so that's a good thing. And they've needed every one of these field goals, but it has to feel good to them to know that confidence is there. If we do bog down, they'll give us 3 points.
So out come the Raiders. They start with a give the counter. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. And Cook has it left side. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Being chased out left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 3rd down. That's Connor. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now Bridgewater. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. He got 29 yards that time. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Carlson on for the PAT. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. So this drive spans 7 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Williams now on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. New York set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
They'll throw again. Cousins. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Cousins again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
To the air again, it's Cousins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
In my room.
Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
Offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. That false start costly. Moves him back to the 9 now, 1st and goal. Throwing is Cousins. And it's caught. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Chris Herndon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, Do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And that'll carry
Jordan, did you finish the game?
We have 3 minutes and 20 seconds left.
Score update?
31-30. Jets.
31-30. Jets are winning.
Yes.
Oh no, that's not good.
And Bridgewater is probably out for the season. Yes, Dad? Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And that was amazing because the drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Barrett. Oh, he's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run with Connor, and he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. As they'll talk it over here before what'll be an important 3rd down. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Williams to return. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted.
Score update.
38-31. Raiders.
Oh boy.
52 seconds.
Oh, I forgot I could watch.
They executed well there.
is hard after you play really well early, and then you kind of relax a little bit, to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Yo, Denver lost. Okay.
He's back to throw. And he hits Herndon over the middle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Back to throw. Got an open man, it's a noon one. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. He'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Back to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope.
Good one, Jordan. Good one, good one.
Dude, that one sucked.
Not an easy play by any stretch.
Jeez, that was such a tough.
I mean, you still won though.
Yeah. I'm not about to be Ryan and complaining. Yeah, so what week are we in after this week?